16 is printing so slow. This is not good. Not good, Belle. Not good. Okay, I gotta move this over, make sure they can hear me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, I'm live, I'm live, I'm live. Share it, copy the Facebook, go to the challenges. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Wrong group, wrong group. Jessica is live. Share. So, can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. I'm hoping you can hear me because I don't know. It's really weird. Yep, awesome. Okay, we will wait for a few people to come in. And I'm printing the challenges now, and it's printing from the back forward. And I'm doing challenge 3, and it's on 16. So we may not get to challenge 3. I may have to find it on my iPad. So I guess I will do that. I will find it.
Color.
Yes, it's one of the color ones. It is one of the color ones. So I've got to find that one on my iPad. Let's just find it, find it, find it. Hey, Maddie, how are you? I am looking desperately for, there we go, a challenge that we are doing. Excellent. Got a couple of people in the chat. Got another minute or so. We'll wait to see people catch up. Hey, Jackie, how are you?
Hello, everybody. It's probably a new crowd here for the nighttime.
It's a different crowd for nighttime. I know we're usually 10 o'clock on Sundays. I'm always 10 o'clock on Sundays. That's my jam, 10 o'clock on Sundays. So 6 o'clock on a Friday, you get me for a crop, and then I'll be back
Well,
at.
Lisa's here. Lisa's at.
I know Lisa and Maddie are always there in the morning, so they're consistent.
Mm.
But yeah, we're doing a little something different. Hey, Arlene. No. Okay, before I get started, anybody have any questions on, hey, Janice, found me. That's right. Anybody have any questions on the crop so far? I mean, you guys have had a few days. I am shocked at the number of people that have already submitted challenges. Like within an hour, we had like 3 or 4 entries on challenges. It was awesome. So hopefully everybody has enjoyed that. I don't know if the sneak peek yesterday helped or not, but yeah, we've had a lot of people entered. Anyone have any questions?
Any questions? Going once, going twice.
I know, well, sometimes there's a little bit of a delay between when I talk and when they actually hear me talk. So
Oh.
I know it's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Mm.
Okay, well, what I will do is I will let you know what I am doing tonight. So I'm working on challenge 3. I am diligently printing right now, but the printer is not cooperating and it's printing very slowly. So I'm doing challenge 3, which is pastels or floral patterns on your project. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the icons and the pictures I put on these challenges. But I think this was a fun one. I was thinking about like how many of these movies I've seen and are iconic. I know somebody in the introduction said Wedding Singer was their favorite movie. I think that's awesome. But You've Got Mail is one of my top 10. 10 Things I Hate About You, Notting Hill. I'm just a girl standing in front of a boy asking him to love her. Oh my gosh. How many of you say that every day? I say that all the time. I love it. 13 Going on 30, Pretty Woman, all of those. Excellent. When Harry Met Sally. I love When Harry Met Sally. So anyway, super fun. So we're gonna do
27 dresses not on there?
27 Dresses is on there. 27 Dresses is on there.
Like that's like
27 Dresses, iconic, iconic. So in the chat, tell me what your favorite rom-com is. Your favorite rom-com. I think that's interesting. But I will be doing this one, which is pastels and florals. So what I am doing, I decided for this crop to go back in time. So 2014 was a year that I was living in an apartment, and I didn't scrapbook because I didn't have my supplies with me. They were all in storage. So 2014 is one of those years that I have a bunch of pictures from, but I have almost no pages done.
Oh
So I
my
decided to
God.
use
Look
this.
at how baby Jared looks
I
here.
know. I decided to use this crop. The proposal. Oh, I love that. I love that movie too. Maddie is a great one. I decided to do 2014 pictures so that I can get some of those pages in my scrapbook. And so this is from Jared, Katie's fiance, who is now 30. And this is when Katie was a baby. They look at my baby. Their prom. So I'm going to do those photos. But I am printed a whole bunch of pictures from 2014 to do for this crop. It's going to be kind of a nice blast to the past. And what I'm using is my True Colors collection. So I also pulled out some Vicky Bouton florals right there, and some Felicity Jane kind of oh no, oh no, oh no,
Oh no.
bows that I'm not sure what I'm going to do with if I do anything with them, but I have them. A few wood grain hearts and florals, and then the True Color collection because my plan is to use this frame that is pastels and has florals to put around these two photos. That's my plan. Oh, you watch the proposal all the time. Uh, while you're sleeping is a good one too. It's a little like, I mean, some of these movies, if you look at them in hindsight, are a little creepy, but I've decided we just have to get over that, right?
They're living in, I always think of it as like they're living in a fantasy world. That's how I'm like, this is a world where it's like, I think about this for a lot of things, like how like the Marvel universe is not like the real world, it's in the superhero world. I think rom-coms live in their own little universe where it's okay to sort of be a bit of a creep and it not be the worst.
That's true. I guess that's true.
They live in movie world.
They live in movie world. So anyway, so we're going to use the True Colors collection, what I have left, which is not a lot, but I did want to use this frame, and we're going to frame these photos, and then we're going to go through this collection, pick some papers that are pastels, and make a page. So hopefully that's fun for you guys, and let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put this photo on the left because they're looking that way. So you want to put that on that side. And then I'm going to put this photo over here. And there we go. So I'm going to,
That's so cute.
they are, aren't they adorable?
They are. They're like babies. That's just
They are
this
babies.
is their first one?
That's their first dance, yeah.
So like this was when Katie was in 10th grade.
10th grade, I know. And they're getting married next year. And they're getting married next year. It's been, 12 years?
About.
It's been 12 years.
Because I was like,
This is 2014, the beginning of 2014. So it's been 12 years. They'll get married 13 years later.
13 years later. Look at them. They're so cute.
So we're going to attach this down and then we're going to trim it.
We also have not mentioned Pride and Prejudice.
Pride and Prejudice is a great romance. Not the movie, though. The 8-hour miniseries.
I know. I was about
with
to
Colin
say.
Firth.
Honestly, yes. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. Who's watched Colin Firth, the miniseries Pride and Prejudice? That is the gem.
People like the Keira Knightley one.
I don't mind the Keira Knightley one, but it's not the same.
No. I think mostly people remember it because of the speech, which I agree is like more cinematic and better done instead of like like him in the parlor room, and it's like very true to the book in the miniseries where like that dramatic scene happens sort of in a boring way. Versus the Keira Knightley one where they're in the rain and it's Keira Knightley, so she's soaking and she's like, I would rather not marry a man with no heart.
That's right. Okay, so there's our photos. let's go through our paper. Let's see what paper we
He's
have.
like, your family is poor. And she's like, bro, it's like that man, that's such a dumb man thing to do. He's like, and your family is terrible and you absolutely suck, but I want to marry you anyway. And it's like, come on. That's not the compliment you think it is.
That is true. Okay, so I have pink polka dots. That's not part of this collection, but I have it in here. We may use that. Just leave that out. I don't think I want to use the ombre. Like literally, I don't have that much. I have these, I don't like the stars. We might end up cutting some of those cut aparts though. This I think is too bright. I have a light pink that I could do instead of the polka dots. Or I could do both, this and the polka dots. Just put that there. That's kind of cool. I have this, which is some cut aparts, but it's this cool little plaid color. I have a yellow. I mean, literally, I'm down to almost nothing. That I have these cut aparts. This is me. I might use that for, I love that one, by the way. And there's this picture photo. I might use this to cut some of those apart. Just put that with those cut aparts. And then I have tags. That's all I have. Like, so I don't have that much paper. I mean, it's amazing. Like I have a yellow, I have a dark pink, I have the blue. I'm basically out of paper. I used all the paper for that. So let's just use these two pinks and let's figure out what else we can do. Is everybody there? Ooh, okay. Put this over here for a second. Oh, click something.
Don't cut something. Don't break anything. I like that little polka dot paper.
I like the polka dot paper too. So my options are the polka dot paper. I don't know. I kind of think that's too light. I might go back to the, let's see, we have this one that's just a little bit more kind of like that. Okay, so we have this. Hey, Amy. Good, thanks. I was making sure everybody was still there. I think I'm gonna put this down here at this side and then maybe embellish. Maybe put like a strip of paper here or something. Let's figure that out. First thing I'm gonna do is cut this border strip off of this.
Yes.
My printer is telling me that it might be out of ink. I don't know if that's true. Can you go check to see where it's on?
It's right now. It's up to challenge 7.
It's up to challenge 7. Yay, we're making progress.
Actually, guys, don't worry.
I know. Eventually we'll get to number 3. It's kind of crazy. So this is fun. I do want to have something across it though. I really don't want that star paper. Don't want this paper. What can we do here? We could look to see if we have washi that we like. Let's see if we have washi we like. We're going to look through our washi pile of shame here. Ooh, I have this as kind of a pinky. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I've got this is really a kind of cool polka dotty. That's polka dot on polka dots. We don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want polka dots on polka dots. Look, that's kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Might be a good one.
This little floral.
I think that's too red. This might be a good one. It's bigger polka dots.
I sort of like that bluey green.
Yeah, oh, that would go with this. Oh, let's do that. Okay, let's see. Mm, Y'all, I didn't plan this. Can you tell? I didn't even make a plan. This is so it'll take a lot longer. See?
Oh, see, we're gonna get to the point where mom isn't super quick. She'll have to show you her behind the scenes. Behind the scenes,
Okay,
everybody.
so I'm gonna cut this down to uh 11 and a half by 11. 11 by 11 so we can put it on the that sheet. We're going to put this here and then we will figure out what to do with the washi. Hey, Belle. Lisa says hi, Belle.
Hello, everybody. I don't know if you guys were able to hear me while I was talking this whole
I
time.
think they can.
Oh,
My
that's
microphone should be good
good.
enough.
Now, here's the question, everybody. How was the Olympics for you? I know everybody cares about it. Oh, I love that gingham too. We did not mention that. The gingham on the back of
I
that.
know. I don't want the gingham though.
I know. I was just saying I liked
I
it.
appreciate that you like it. I just didn't want it.
I know.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Okay.
You can use whatever paper you want to use. I also like the dots.
We're going to do this. We're going to do a stripe of this. And I will cut this down. We're going to do the blue on top of it. Come on, baby.
I didn't even talk about the Olympics yet. The Olympics!
Belle was
I
at the Olympics for the whole month of
of
February.
February. I just got back this week from just hanging out at work every day for 12 hours a day, every day, all day. And it was so good. I really liked it. America got second place. That's surprising to me in the medal count. I didn't expect us to do so good this year.
You did
Uh,
good.
yeah, but we did. I'm very excited.
Oh
Um,
no.
Fun to watch.
Let's see if I can get this one to pull
I
correctly.
believe in you.
These these
Oh,
washi
you
tape.
see this, people. There are some people out there who don't know the Olympics are on.
Yes,
Uh,
the Olympics were on. The Olympics were on. I know Beatrice, that's Beatrice. So Beatrice was probably doing school. She probably had no time to do anything other than school.
that's fine. And they were in Milan this year. It's the Winter Olympics.
Oh dear. Okay, this washi tape is going to be the death of me, guys.
No, you
The
move.
hockey was great.
Yes. Um,
They watched almost everything. The women carried the medal count. That is a
yes,
very true
they
statement.
did 110%. I think what 8 out of the 12 gold medals were won by women for the U.S. Um, it was so fun. Let me see, what were some of the events? Curling, our mixed doubles curling team, I didn't know they were so good, and they really shouldn't have been. Like, they had to go through the qualification to get in, but then they ended up winning silver. It was so exciting to watch them do that. Um, and sort of I got to root for them the whole time. Also, the curling drama in general was so fun.
The curling drama was
Um, if you didn't know, I know, like once you get into it, it's like so amazing. I sort of wanted to look into it like here, because Connecticut
Connecticut.
is a cold state. So like I know there's like multiple curling places here, but I don't know if like I would actually want to do it or not. But I really did like I always love watching it. Mountaineering, I love it. I hope they keep it for the next Winter Olympics because this was sort of like mountaineering is the new one they added and it's sort of like just to be like, hey, will this actually work? Um but it was so cool and crazy. I hope it catches on. I think they might replace that with Nordic Combined, if you don't know, which is the sport where you ski jump and then ski. And that sport they really want to take away from the Olympics, and all the Nordic Combine people are throwing a fit over it. Um, Mountaineering, it was really cool. And I think the Americans finished up fourth. And they were honestly really cool. I think they're Chris and Anna, and like Chris has like a big red bushy beard. He's honestly pretty cool. I forgot their last names, but yeah, it was super good. Oh, we haven't even talked about Miss Alyssa Liu. Miss Alyssa Liu, who was not supposed to be on the podium after he like multiple like quit skating and then came back only to win the gold medal. And hello, you're here for the Olympics. Um,
Actually, we're here for scrapbooking. We're here for
of
scrapbooking.
course, we're here for the uh
We're here for scrapbooking, and Belle's going to talk about the Olympics at the same time.
I've gotten I know. I feel like there was some shenanigans going on. You know, like I was just about to talk about figure skating, and then like there's that thing with the French uh judge and stuff. Yes, she won gold. Okay, so here's the thing. So our main girl who was sort of supposed to win, her name is Amber Glenn. She's also amazing. But she sort of had a big mess up in like her short program. And like she is so cool also because like she was like one of the first women ever to do a very clean triple axel. Uh which is very hard to do, like fully on like 10 out of 10 points. Because like you sort of get points for attempting to do things. And then sort of lots of the people like sort of attempt it and they sort of halfway fail, but they complete it. It's still a great accomplishment, of course, could never do it myself. Um, anyway, so she did a clean triple axel, but then she just forgot to do one of her jumps.
Oh, no.
I know. So it was a big thing. She did like the rest of her routine was absolutely perfect. And like her whole thing, but like you can't miss a jump in the Olympics, so that's just a straight out zero. Like if she had attempted anything, you know, just to get points on the board, then
She would
she
have
would
been
have,
fine.
yeah, she would have been fine. And the same thing goes for our boy Ilya Malinin, sorry. And if we Ilya Malinin, also known as the Quad God, was our little up there for men's skating. Like he was supposed to win gold, but he fell twice.
Yeah, that
Uh,
was sad.
I know. And then you could just see, well, he fell the first time, and then you can just see he was so shaken. And then he fell again, and then he did a backflip on the ice. So it's like so crazy. Um,
Okay, let
uh,
me talk just a second. So what we're doing here, just FYI, is I use three different washes to create a little bit of a line down here. I put the floral pastel frame with the two photos, and I'm going to create a place up here to put a title, and then we'll embellish. We'll probably put some florals down. Okay, Belle, you can go back to
Yes.
the Olympics.
So, see, I was gonna mention that. Okay, so like at the very end, so they put all the winners in sort of a winner's chair. So they just have like if you're first place at the moment, they sort of put you in your own little box with a camera in your face, you know. And so Alyssa Liu was sitting there, and the little girl, she's like 17, so she's not really a
Thank you, Jackie. It
uh,
does go good with the papers.
so she is like she just did her routine and her technical score. So she figure skating, you have a technical score, and then you sort of have a dance. I call it the vibes score, the aesthetics score. And so like she goes into they call it the kiss and cry, but that's like when they're sitting there waiting to see their score, right? Which is like where you kiss or you cry, you know, which is why it's called the kiss and cry. Um, so she's this little 17-year-old is sitting there and she's watching her technical score get like go down and down and down. And Alyssa Liu is sitting there next to her like you know, ready to like see what the results are because she's currently in first place. And then like they're trying to do the math, and then like the final result came in, and the little girl turns to her and goes, "I'm third, right? I'm third." And she's like, "Yes, you did it, you did it." And they like come and embrace each other and they hug each other, and Lucy Lou's like, "You did it! I'm so proud of you." And it's like she's crying. It was so wonderful. It's so great to see athletes support each other. It's so beautiful.
It is
Sometimes
beautiful.
the Olympics just does it sometimes.
Sometimes the Olympics just does it. Okay, so I'm using one of these cameras from a Chamel collection. It's yellow, so it kind of it's we're continuing that pastel, but we're gonna use this on here too. So we're gonna put this down. So that's gonna be part of it. And now we're gonna look through to see if we have any of these cut aparts that we really do want to use. Um, I'm not seeing any that just like I have to use. Let's look at this. I mean, I kind of like that floral.
I like that floral too.
Maybe we'll cut that floral out. I could cut that floral. I'd like to have three. If I'm going to do one, I'd like to have three. I got this floral, and then maybe Good Life.
Are you gonna fussy cut?
No, I think I'm just going to cut out the squares.
See,
But the
that's smart.
squares.
I was about to be like, okay, have fun with the florals.
I I could fussy cut the florals if I needed to, but I think instead I'm just going to put the three squares on the paper
I know.
because that's the kind of gal I am.
Yes.
Let's just take these. Okay.
Um,
So this is challenge three, which is, Belle, it should have printed out. Do you want to go see if you can find challenge three?
yes, ma'am.
This is challenge three, which is the rom-com challenge, which is the challenge to use pastels and or
Will
florals.
this help you if I just
Use pastels or floral patterns on your project. So I am using, obviously, a couple of florals here and then these pink pastels. So from the True Colors collection. But I do want to say, like, this collection could also be for the brights, right? Because the brights, this also could be bright. So don't get too like
in the
in
weeds?
the weeds of the challenges. Kind of use them to your best ability, but make them work for you. Okay. So we have this, we have this. You're gonna put all that stuff back in this bag. That could be good. But I might need the
But you might need it.
okay. So how do I want to stack these? Let's just figure this out. Ooh, maybe I'm gonna have to fussy cut. That's gonna be bad. I might have to fussy cut, Belle. We'll just see. I do like the good life. Okay, so how is everybody?
Yes.
Good life. I like that right there. Good life. So I'm trying to put the pink with the blue and the blue with the pink. This is all stuck down. See, that's the problem. I stuck all this down to the paper and now I gotta figure out how to get it up and I can't. Ah! This is why you should only, yeah, because that pink is not the same pink. That's a problem. So we might have to fussy cut this. Anyway, so we're gonna fussy cut. We're gonna fussy cut, even though I said I wasn't gonna fussy cut. We're gonna fussy cut.
I believe in you guys. Hey, did you guys watch anything from the Ollies? I know everybody said they watched everything. Let me see what else. Michaela Schifter won gold.
Finally.
That I know, finally. So like, here's the thing with her. Had a so she did pretty good in Pyeongchang, and then she went to Beijing, and she did absolutely terrible. Like, and our girl did not win a single medal, I don't think, from Beijing. And here's the thing. So she wasn't like Lindsey Vonn. So Lindsey Vonn, we did not expect to actually win anything. It's really sad that she got hurt, but also like, girl, her whole like she went there already injured, and it was sort of like, girl, you should not have competed. Not because she was like in like I know she's old for an athlete in quotes. Um,
She's so old. She's like
I know.
30.
I know. So here, somebody made this joke before of like, I'm 30. I'm in like you thinking to yourself, I'm 30. I'm in the prime of my life. I have so much to do. Meanwhile, like a sports announcer, this athlete is 30 years old. They're about to die. They're a corpse. How can they ever complete? Their career is over. So it was really like not because of that. Like,
Oh, look at that. That's
the girl
so
was injured.
cool. Put
So
that floral there.
I was like sort of Michaela Schifrin just has a habit of choking because like she's still winning World Cups and I was like telling everybody that I'm like it's not that she's a bad alpine skier because she sort of choked on the giant slalom and the team combined, which I'm sure everybody knows and cares about. Um, but
I'm sure
then
everybody does.
she came out and did it. Oh, Brazil won their first medal, which is like the first for South America, um, with their little Norwegian boy. Um,
Well, that's okay.
yes, and he's not even like they bought him or anything, because that's like a thing countries do is they will just buy athletes. And this is like a big thing for like figure skating, where especially pairs figure skating, where like That's will happen, and that just is what it is. But his mom is Brazilian. He just grew up mostly in Norway, and then I think went to summers to Brazil.
Well, at
Uh,
least he got to participate in the
I
Olympics.
know, and won gold for Brazil. Anyway, that's celebrating. I was celebrating Brazil,
It's
in
exciting.
their first gold. What else happened? Um, Alana Myers, Alana Myers Taylor, who is we were just talking about older athletes. She's like in her late 40s. She has two children with very special needs that she has to take care of. And she's been traveling the world with them and like is like all I really want is to get a gold medal. And then she got her gold medal in bobsled, women's monobob, and that's like really exciting for her.
That was really exciting.
Especially since like if you don't know, the Germans always sweep any sort of sled event.
I know. Okay, so I am putting these florals down. So we've kind of got three florals. We have the floral in the middle. I'm going to move this camera up just a little bit so I can put this floral here. And then we're going to figure out what else to do. So who has done some challenges? Anybody worked on the challenges today? I know Beatrice did because Beatrice did one this afternoon on live. I half watched while I was at dinner. I had to go to dinner early because I had this and then I have the 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm gonna do adorbs up here. Adorbs,
I did one. Yeah.
adorbs. And then I think I'm gonna,
Oh, the curling situation. Okay,
okay,
curl.
okay, she's gonna go back to the Olympics. We're going back to the Olympics,
Sorry,
guys.
I know, Mom. See, I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice and let Mommy get back on track. But here we go. We're going into curling now.
Okay, going into
Okay,
curling, guys.
it's curling. It
Uh-oh.
is Sweden versus Canada.
Sweden versus
Men's.
Canada.
Men's. Our boy
Oh,
Mark.
that was T. T did that. See, that was T's fault. I didn't see that on there. Okay, T, this is on you, dude. Okay, go. What's our boy
Okay.
Mark?
Our boy Mark. He's the worst. I don't like him. He's honestly, it's okay. They're pretty nice people because curling is full of nice people. Okay. So in curling, if you don't know, it's the sport with the brooms and you shuffle, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
whole thing is that they curl around each other's stones. Anyway, so he was there and so there's a line, you have to let go of the stone, and once you let go of the stone, you're not allowed to touch the stone again once you've released it. And they put sensors in the handle so they can like make sure that doesn't happen, right? Okay, our Canadian Mark, instead of touching the handle again, he boops the stone, like the
Oh,
granite of
it was so obvious on the video.
yes. He booped it again. And so Team Sweden very calmly, like later on, they go to the press and they're like, they were complaining and making a hissy fit. Meanwhile, Team Sweden went up to them and they were like, hey, you touched the stone twice. So let me also explain this about curling. Curling is a gentleman's sport. Usually, they don't really have umpires come in and like judge things unless it's like, hey, we can't really tell with our eyes who is the closest. So let's get like a measuring tape out here and like actually they have like a little circle device to help tell who is like the closest to the center, right? And that's usually the only time umpires really come in because it's a gentleman's sport. Usually you judge each other. And lots of people like don't go into curling to make money. Lots of these people are like our women's team is full of like two dentists, a psychologist. Like lots of these people are doing it for the love of the game, right? Like
The
they have
love of the game.
yes. And they're like, they don't make money off of this. They're doing it for fun.
Okay, can you find me the sticker sheet? Okay, never mind, I got it.
Okay. So Sweden goes up and they're like, hey, you touched the stone twice. And instead of like having a normal reaction, our boy Mark was like, mother fudger, how dare you call me a sorry, I'm trying not to
No,
swear.
thank you, don't swear, please. You're
Like just sort
you'll
of
get us kicked off of Facebook.
cussing him out. Like all like the
I don't want
swear
that pink on pink, so I'm looking for a different color, guys.
um cussing him out, being like, blah, 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 blah. How dare you call me a cheater? And then they go and get the umpire. First of all, the
I
umpire
think we're
was
gonna go
not.
ahead and use this bird. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it's the right color. So, bird. Keep going. Sorry.
Okay. So, first of all, the umpire, Canadian. Second of all, he did not at this time they didn't have the umpires really looking at the hog line. So the hog line is the line right before you have to let it go. Is basically, it's like the beginning, the start of the board line. So they didn't really have the umpires looking at that. Um, and so they go to the Canadian judge, and the Canadian judge is like, it seems fine to me. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Um, and then later on, so what happens if you touch the stone twice is that stone is supposed to be taken out of play, right? Which is fair enough. You touched it and then it like, you altered it, take it out of play. Because also it's like sometimes, and this happened to a different women's team and other teams, sometimes just out of habit you might slip
Okay.
up and like touch the stone twice.
I have this old flare that has these little eyelashes on it that I don't want to use. I know the Bell's recap of the Olympics is better than the Olympics. I'm just going to let you know. But I don't want to use these eyelashes. So I'm going to put the My Story on top of the eyelashes because this matches the colors. So I'm just letting you know that. Continue on, Belle.
Okay. So,
By the way,
uh,
this is T's fault because T asked her about the drama on
So
the.
then, like that happens, they keep the stone in play, but like everybody is super mad, because they were caught on camera. Like, and here's the thing: is like later on they're like, "Hey, did you touch the stone twice?" He's like, "No, I would never do such a thing. I can't believe you would say I would do such a thing." And he's like, "I didn't cheat." Keeps going to the press and being like, Team Sweden is just making a big deal out of nothing. Meanwhile, Team Sweden is like over there like, we're okay actually. That's sort of crazy that he did that. He did touch the stone twice. Um, and so then World Curling, because he was caught on camera, he was straight up caught
Caught
on
on camera.
camera, like in multiple times. Boop, they call it boop gate because he booped the
It is
stone.
kind of funny to watch all the things.
But
Okay, hold on. Once again, hold on. So I have, so this is where we are right now. We've got three embellishment clusters. We've got a title, My Story, Adorbs. We have the pictures. We have lots of florals. I have these Felicity Jane bows. What are our thoughts on the Felicity Jane bows? Because I have like a cute little green one, and I could put three, and I have a pink one, and I have a white, kind of a gray one. We could put them there. Do we like these or we not like these?
I think they're cute.
So what are our thoughts on these cute little?
I love the cute little bows, but I love bows in general.
So what are our thoughts on the bows? So I could put one like here, like in this little cluster maybe, and then I could put one in this little cluster, and then I could put, oh, I want to do this one up here. Put one in this cluster, or I could put one in this cluster.
You
Do
got
we
it.
like
They're
the bows?
cute.
Where they're cute? We like them. They're cute. Love the bows. Love the bows. Okay, continue, Belle.
Okay. So, then World Curling, which is like the main curling organization, sees this happen. And so then they have to pull Team Canada aside and be like, number one, you're not really supposed to curse or even like show strong emotions during curling. In a way of like, let's say your team like does a really good shot. You're not supposed to go, "Whoa, our team is great." Again, it's very gentleman's rules, right? You're not supposed to be like, they do it and it's become more flexible in years, but definitely cursing is very outside. Like that in itself is breaking a rule. And then they were like, "Hey, you broke the rule." So then they clarified the rule, and then they also took the judge aside and basically fired him, and was like, "Hey, you can't do that," because his response whenever they questioned him on it was, "Hey, did you not know about the rules on what was going on?" He was like, "Oh, I just didn't know there were cameras everywhere."
Oh,
Oh, I know. I was like, "Come
thank
on."
you. I like everybody that likes the bows. Um, anyway, like the bows. And I agree with you, Janice, about the dimension. I've kind of at the point now. So here's the thing about my 2014 album. My 2014 album has almost no pages in it. And I don't know if you were here at the beginning, but 2014 was the first year after my divorce, and I had to put all my scrapbook supplies in storage. So my 2014 album has like 3 pages in it. So It is the saddest little album I have. Actually, 2013 and 2014 both are the 2 years of my divorce. Well, 2012, 2013, 2014. Are so I have a lot of room in that album. So I can make really thick pages. So the thing about the 2014 album is they can be dimensional because I don't have to worry about space for those. So I'm going into this knowing I have space in the album, but I completely agree with you that if you have an album that is completely full, like my 2025 album is so full, I would not do these sorts of really thick dimensions. So I think you need to think about that when you're doing things like adding these bows, is think about the space you have. The other thing is, every once in a while, it's okay to make a page that hangs on a wall or goes in a frame. So think about that too. Like I have on my wall, I have four layouts that are just up there. Those are layouts that can have more dimension because they're not going to go in an album. So anyway, back to curling, Belle. Back to curling.
Okay, and anyway, moral of the story, they also put uh,
I
uh
can't get that off.
they also put referees on the hog line also, which is how you have like the on the women's team, Team Canada, she accident I this was actually probably a real accident where she accidentally touched the stone twice. And again, I just think it's like her hand was falling and it didn't really help the stone at all versus the very boopness of it that the men's team did. Um, and so, and the stone was taken out of play. And like she was like, "Well, I'm not a cheater." I was like, "No, you didn't cheat. You touched the stone and the stone was taken out. And so you're not a cheater, right?" Cuz like, sometimes fouls are made.
Fouls are normal at any
Yes.
sport.
Yes. And you take the penalty for that like mess up, right? Versus Team Canada. And they still to the very end were like, "We didn't cheat." I was like, "You're so annoying. Stop being annoying." But yeah, and they ended up winning gold. I was rooting against them the whole
I
time.
can't believe they won gold, actually.
I know. It made me so mad. I was rooting for our boy Bruce. Bruce is like the leader. Whenever I say skip, skip is usually the in curling, there's a team of four, and each person throws the stone twice. And the skip is the person who does the first throw and the last throw. Um, which is why they're usually like seen as the like leader or the like most important. And lots of times they'll say like, "Oh, team Mallett, right?" Or our women's team is team Peterson because our skip is
Name.
Tabitha Peterson. Um, so they're like seen as like the leader, but of course every member is important.
Every member is important. Okay, so we have different areas of embellishments. We've used some bows. We've used a couple of different embellishments. Let's look at the sticker sheet and see if there's anything else we want to put on this.
I didn't even talk about hockey, guys. Our both our women's and our men's team won. Our women's team won really well. I'm really proud of them. Our men's team won, and then they just decided to make a boo boo of the fool of themselves. And
Let's not talk about that.
I know.
Happy heart up here. And then okay, so I love the this moment, but it's in black, but I don't think that matters. So we're just going to put the this moment down here. So then I've got 3 word stickers. We're trying to keep the 3s. And then I think I'm going to take this one last little floral piece. We will stick that down here to kind of make this cluster a little bit better. I think that's a pretty good page. So now we need to add, look, I've got enamel dots. Woohoo. Oh, thank you, Janice. Yeah, I think it's important to know what you're doing. So here's kind of how the page is turning together. So it's florals and pastels. So we've got a lot of florals on the page. We started with this frame that had pastels. So here's the thing. You could also have entered this into the frame challenge. You could you could have entered this into an important moment challenge because this was their first dance. So this was the first. There's a lot of different challenges I could have entered this in. I'm choosing to enter this in the pastel challenge, the challenge number 3. But when you make a page, think about the different challenges it could go into because some of them will be easier for you than others. So let's go ahead and I will put some of my enamel dots around the page.
I know. I think the reason World Curling didn't was number one, it's the Olympics. I think if it was a regular tournament, they would have, because it was very out of place. But also, like Canada was in first place at the time, so it would have been like a huge. It would have been like a groundbreaking decision to make. I'm sort of mad they only got like a slap on the wrist for it. Like it was very much like versus like they were actively cheating. And also it's like in my head when it comes to that, it's like how many times did this man cheat without a bunch of cameras on him? Right? It's like they don't
Yeah,
even deserve to be there because he probably like that behavior did not happen overnight. That behavior came out of like the cockiness and like the sort of like, oh, I know I can get away with this sort of thing.
that is very upsetting.
I know.
Okay, so the other thing I will point out is that this particular collection also has these film strips. So we could use that for the film strip challenge. But anyway, so this is my entry, and I know we spent more time talking about the Olympics than we did about the page.
Sorry about that.
That's okay. You got Belle with us here. That's very important because she has actually won an
Emmy!
Emmy for
Well, I feel like
working
I talk about that every time I'm
for
here.
working for her Olympic coverage. So we actually have it in the house now.
I know we have it
So
now.
I'm gonna make her. She has on her Paris T-shirt today.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna make her take a picture with her Emmy so I can use that for my awards challenge. But this is my challenge for the number 3, which is rom coms, which is pastels and florals. So you see my florals and my pastels. We've got about 10 minutes left. So my question is, does anybody have any questions about any of the challenges? Or does anybody have any questions about the love the washi? Yeah, the washi really did make a difference. And it really was because I didn't have any other paper. And in fact, these papers are not from the collection. So sometimes some of these collections have more embellishments than they have paper, and you just have to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm probably going to use this collection at least a couple more times this crop. You're going to see it, and I'm not going to be using the paper. I'm just going to be using the different collection, the different embellishments.
I
That's not the
know.
first time. That was definitely not the first time.
I know.
Oh, you're
Uh,
still talking
uh,
about
Of course
T,
not.
T is still with you.
I
I'm
think
gonna
me and
tell
T
you
need to
something,
talk.
T. Next time you do a live, you know what? On Sunday, I'm not gonna join you for your live. I'm gonna let Belle join you for your live. It'll be the you and Belle show, and you guys can talk. And you will. It'll be. You guys should really listen to this. Uh,
I I love the Olympics.
I know Belle does love the
I'm
Olympics.
getting my degree in the Olympics.
She's going for her master's degree in
Olympic studies.
Olympic studies. So
So just before you guys think I don't know a lot about the Olympics,
she's
I
actually
know
getting a
way too much about the
master's
Olympics.
degree in Olympic studies. The Emmy Award winner, Belle. That's right. Um. Anyway, so I agree with you, B. I think lately, a lot of collections have had more embellishments than paper. So the one thing I love about Chamel is that Chamel has a lot of paper, and so that's one of the things I've really loved about Chamel's collections is that she has a lot of paper, but a lot of these simple stories collections I think have more stuff than paper. So you have to find a way to find some solids that will work. And so I'm using the polka dot, either the Pretty Little Studio or the Doodlebug or some of these other collections, Lawn Fawn, that have the basic solids, but we're
I
making it
have a
work.
question. Some of the challenges say describes I can't read.
Some of the challenges descriptions say and. So does that mean we have to do both items?
Don't have my glasses.
Let me see. No, you don't have like so use black, white, and gray on your projects. You can use black, white, or gray. I mean, I think that's fine. Any of them that say and, basically you could do anything. So like pastels or so think of it as an or.
Yeah,
That's a great
like you definitely don't have to do
all
this
of those,
like
right.
metallic paper and embellishments it's like
Right. You're right. So it should have been an or. It should have been something that said or. So like this one actually says or. That's a good catch. That's something that we'll remember for the next time with the but you're right. Some of them we say or and sometimes we say and, but if even if it's an and, as long as you do something that's related to the challenge, I will say in general, we, being me, are very loose when we do the grading. I've never not counted somebody's entry unless it was obviously entered in the wrong challenge. I mean, some people will enter, like they do a black and white challenge and they put it in the musical one. I know they put it in the wrong challenge and I'll move it for them or I'll ask them. But in general, as long as you're trying to meet the theme, we're not going to not count you. This is about giving you an opportunity. It's about giving you an opportunity to do 25 challenges. The other thing we did this year is we changed it up to have the categories instead of the I did it all. Oh, I don't consider it calling out. I honestly, here's the background story of this. Michelle actually made all of these challenges, and I just put them with graphics and put them on the paper. So, Michelle actually is the brainchild of everything except for the classic challenges, and the classic challenges are a combination of the design team. So the design team came up with the classic challenges, the sketches, the bingo board, the mood board. Those are the design team, but the other 20 challenges, Michelle came up with all of them. These are all her. She has mood boards of challenges for a bunch of different themes, and she sends them to us, and I curate them into 20 challenges, and then the design team comes up with the other kind of classic challenges. So it's just about trying to make them fit a theme and make sense. So, um, you're not calling anybody out. We're trying to give you prompts that help your creativity. And I think that's what we're trying to do. And I think these are some of the fun ones. I liked this one. I love some of these. I absolutely love. I love favorite movie. We haven't done favorite movie before. That's one of the ones I don't think we've ever had that as a prompt before. Having the tickets. I love the idea of having tickets on the page. I think that's going to be fun. Um, the musical embellishments, another one I'm super excited about. So, a
Mhm.
lot of these I'm super excited about. It's about us using these products that we buy so we can so we can buy some more. That's really what it's about. 100%. It's so I can use these products so I can buy some more. Um, oh, it's a lot of fun. These weekends the design team will tell you these weekends are a lot for us, and it's a lot because we love it.
Mhm.
I probably make more layouts on these weekends than I do the rest of the year. I think the rest of the design team is will say the same because we're trying to scrap along with you. Any other questions for the crop itself? Everybody been able to find what they need, find the information. Any questions? Yep. There's
That's it.
no branding strip. There's no information on that branding strip.
They have little symbols for information, but no information on it.
I know. Okay. Well, with that, then I will let you guys go. Don't forget at 8 o'clock, the design team will be back. And just a sneak peek, we are doing challenge number 6. So we're going to be doing red carpet ready. So you're going to see a lot of gems and sequences and embossing. I know we're going to be doing red carpet ready. So come back at 8 o'clock and you will be red carpet ready. Thanks, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
Yay.